Extra, read all about it. News in a few minutes.
Good morning, guys. Give me a second. Not sure why that came up. Also, not sure why my Stream Deck is not plugged in. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Monday, the first stream of the year. Hope everyone's had a great holiday weekend and ready for a great year. We've been rising up. Thought we were going to fall after the whole news over the weekend, but we have not. Happy 2026, Jay. 68.99 the low on ES, 69.25 the high. So it's about 26 points in range. And Q 406 up to 588, so about 182 points in range there. Copper rose up near, I think it might have been another all-time high, about 400 ticks. Ultraviolet kind of bleh, about 20 ticks. Gold rose up, pulling back a little bit. About 95 points. Wow. Oil rising up. Dropped originally last night and then bounced big. About 160 ticks there. And Bitcoin having a good weekend as well. Almost at 93. It was at 93, it pulled back some. So that's where he sits, stand there, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this Monday morning. And I gotta see what happened to my Stream Deck. Why it's unplugged. Still ain't come on. I did plug in the right thing, right? Yeah. Huh. What's going on with my Stream Deck? Okay. Well, maybe that's not the right. Okay. I don't know what the heck I'm plugging in, but that wasn't the Stream Deck. Okay. That's what's the problem. There we go. Let's try plugging in the right thing. So I had a major computer issue yesterday, which seems to be a recurring theme lately. Still okay. Now I got a Stream Deck. Yay! So I'm still recovering from that major issue yesterday. Thought I was gonna be down to one computer. See gold trying to pop up. So do I sound okay? Okay. My original computer is weird. I got up, went to the bathroom, came back from the bathroom, and both monitors were dark. But yet everything on the inside was still lit up. Oh, well, so no idea what that was. You know, I talked to Connor about it, and I got Brett to come over, and we made some changes. If you remember me mentioning last week that I had a monitor that was occasionally flashing off and on. And we think what happened is a display cord went bad and kicked the graphics card into a safety mode. Hey, Nick, how you doing? and so we ended up rebooting it. Like, this computer's hard to reboot because this power switch broke on it, so it's actually connected with a jumper, and that came loose from the motherboard. So we had to put that back first. Ended up getting everything back up and running, and both monitors are working, but things are still kind of wonky. Oh yeah, I need to bring up NinjaTrader because there's no P&L. Hey Ron, how you doing? How was your New Year? So I was gonna make a bunch of videos yesterday, and so that didn't work out. So I'll have to do that throughout the week. Okay, connections. All right. All right, now we got P&L back. Yay. All right. Now we just need to play with the copy trader. Get that set up right. And life is good. I'm dead tired, but life is good. Go ahead and try that blue candle on gold. Reject it down. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Nice pop there on NQ. Oh, nice little pop there. See it rising up off that blue candle on the 1. I'm trying to make more decisions off the 5 and not feel the FOMO when I see it on the 1. Dallas trying to pop up on the 5. Hey, Sire, Tris, how you guys doing? Oh boy. I gotta restart my NinjaTrader apparently. NQ coming back down. Yeah, I know that. Why do you think there's 2? Like, you seem to be okay. All right, now we're cooking with gas, I hope. So the holidays are finally over. Now we have 250 days ahead of us, trading days, to make 2026 our year. I gotta work on making MightyOxTrading better. We haven't been doing well in keeping up with making sure everything's current, social media, getting things moving, and I gotta get more content out. Hey Crypticon, Happy New Year. How are you doing? Crypt, I made a deal with you about getting you an eval. And do you still want to do that? Okay, who do you have anyone specific you want to go with? Hey Freighter, yep, Happy New Year to you. This is gonna be our best year yet. And Q heading back down. You can see on the getting some entries off the 1 minute that, well, I really was trying to work off the 5, but this is what the 5 looks like. Not really conducive for trading there. So I just try and trade off the 1 here for a bit. A lot of people call the futures desk the hardest eval out there, but once you pass the eval, then it has the fewest rules. But it'd be good for you for risk management because it forces you to take base hits. Hey, John, Happy New Year. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they use Rhythmic, so yeah, you would need to be Quant Tower or Motowave or any of the Rhythmic platforms. Big move down here on NQ. Quick move down. Gotta love this headline on Financial Juice. 6.5% of shark fins sold in Hong Kong are protected, higher than reported. Study. Anyone dealing in shark fins? Shark fin futures took a hit on that. Daniel, doing all right. Dead tired, but doing all right. I haven't taken a trade yet this morning. I have a Fed speaker speaking, Kashkari, or he was speaking. Uh, I was up till 2 a.m. waiting to see if someone was going to break into my house. Well, here's the deal. On Wednesday at around 2 in the afternoon, I was actually kind of napping, and I heard a knock on my back door. Now, no one uses my back door. I have a mini fridge in front of the back door. So I ignored the knock, thinking nothing of it. And about 30 seconds later, someone tried to kind of push their way in. And I yelled, and they went away. I assumed at that point in time that this person just had the wrong house. So, and then nothing's happened since until last night. I dozed off early last night. I wasn't quite feeling well. I woke up, did a couple of things, and was ready to go back to sleep. I started hearing noise on the back porch. Now, like I said, I have the back porch kind of barricaded. So I can't even get out there to look to see what's going on. And then for the next 2 hours, I kept hearing noise back there. And I know, everyone's going to say, why didn't you call the cops? Well, I didn't feel like putting my leg back on and putting pants on. So I was just kind of waiting to see what happened. And about 2 a.m., finally all the noise stopped. So if I hear noise out there again tonight or sometime today or whatever, then I'll call the cops. So I don't know if if the person was like trying to sleep out there. They never tried to get in the door last night. No, I don't. I need to get cameras hooked up, I guess. But they never tried to. If they had tried to like get in the door or whatever, I would have called the cops. Put pants on. But they never. It was just noise out there. First, I tried to convince myself it might be stray cats because I used to have stray cats living on that back porch. But it was too much noise. But then it just suddenly stopped. So either the person fell asleep or they left. Yeah, I have a friend telling me I need to get a gun. My problem is I've never shot a gun. And I'm afraid of shooting my other foot off. Yeah, I actually have a blank camera for the front porch sitting here waiting to be installed. I didn't think I was going to have to. Been here for 5 years, 6 years, and never have had a problem at all until the last few months. I used to be able to leave packages sit on the porch overnight and they would not be touched. Now packages get stolen. And now I have this that I'm dealing with. It's just weird. Nah, I'm in the city. Decatur's one of the most screwed up cities in Illinois. I doubt anybody in Decatur knows who I am. A little pop there on IQ on the 5 minute would have worked. But I was here discussing my yeah. The odd part of the whole thing is I've never like this should be getting my heart rate up some or something, but I've never felt scared. Not that first, not last Wednesday and not last night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some help getting some stuff installed. So a very nice trade here on NQ, unfortunately. Well, I mean, see here, missed this setup, but here's the 5 minute setup. Nice green candle right after the brown, and it's gone like 15 points. The problem with that is, Crypt, in all seriousness, I've thought about that, not necessarily poop boxes, but the glitter stuff, glitter bombs or paint bombs that I've seen people do. But I would be afraid of someone coming back with a real gun. Nice pop here. Yeah, there's actually a package lockbox out there. It's blocked right now. I mean, I could move it around. Half the time they don't use it. I mean, like if FedEx delivers something, you're lucky if it gets up on the porch, more or less, actually in a box. Nothing got stolen, Jay, but I was telling the story. I was up late last night waiting to see if someone was going to try and break into my house. Took a long goal, but it's not showing up. Why isn't it showing up? Maybe because I'm not connected? Yeah, I'm connected. What account did I take that long on? Wait, what? Oh, I took it on I took it on a funded account. That was not in my plan, but okay. All right, Crypt, we'll see ya. So yeah, well, yesterday was pretty eventful. From the computer dying for a while to someone playing on my porch. Very small position, 1 micro. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come down and nail me. Maybe not. There it goes, back to green. Candle's about to close. Oh, the next gen. Yeah, I mean, I didn't, but I'm gonna sign up for an affiliate because a couple other affiliates I know that I trust have jumped in. So, oh, we just hit our target there. So that was 40, a 43 tick winner there. Unfortunately, only on 1 micro and only on one account, but very nice. Off the 5 minute chart on gold, micro gold. But yeah, I'm gonna end up adding them, and probably gonna look at a couple others. And I got a little lucky because it pulled back there after it went only a couple more ticks. And keep pulling back. And goes back up. Trying. Wait for our next move. Does the stream look okay? Like, does it look normal? Because OBS got a little out of whack too during the issue yesterday. And Q kind of trying to pop up. Hey, I'm Ed. How you doing? Sorry to hear that, my friend. Surprisingly, not much. I mean, it's up some. This is CL. It's started up. Excuse me. And came down, bounced last night, and now it's up near its high day. Hey, Paul. Happy meals. Fish and chips.
Order filled.
Took a long on NNQ off a blue candle on the 5. Don't like the looks of it on the 1, but I think it has room to move up. We'll see. ATR is only 7, so we'll go for 10 here. It's on 2 micros, so it's not that brave. I was ready to take it on NQ, then saw that the trigger candle was about 20 points, so I decided to go to MNQ. Good question. I mean, I thought it'd be more wild than what it is, so I don't know. About 7 minutes to the top of the hour. Right now, this is not going anywhere fun. Gold running into its 100 EMA. And Q just sitting at my entry. Which I guess is better than sitting below my entry. we look at the 5-minute chart, this is kind of an iffy area because you can see here it's run into this area a few times. It's got to break through that resistance. There it goes. And comes back down. Morning, Ace. Good to see you. Rummy, did you really come into this stream asking if somebody else is streaming? We're close to my target. Close to my target. Not close to my target anymore. No, Rummy's been here before. He's talked before, so he's not a bot. I managed the holidays, Ace. There we go. Target filled. 10-point trade there. So we're 2 for 2 in the morning. Hey, Paul. JJR. Yeah, I managed to get through the holidays. There were some ups and downs. Managed so far not to be killed by the person trying to break into my house. So, right now, all's looking good. Yeah, here, I'll tell the story again. Sorry for the ones who have already heard it. So, on Wednesday, in the afternoon, I was just kind of chilling. I was actually dozing off a bit, and I heard a knock on my back door. Now, no one ever uses the back door. The back door actually has a mini fridge in front of it. Thinking that this is whatever, they're just going to go away. And then they kind of trying to force their way in, and I screamed. Not screamed, but yelled. I was like, hey! And nothing more. I didn't hear anything. You know, I assumed they realized I assumed that they had the wrong place. They thought they were someplace else. Whatever. Didn't have any other issues. Didn't think anything else about it. And last night, I started hearing noise on the back porch at about midnight or so, maybe a little earlier. And I'm just sitting there and I just keep hearing the noise. Now, the smart person would have called the cops, but I didn't feel like putting my leg back on and putting pants on. So I just kind of sat there and wait to see what happened. And I heard noise out there for about 2 hours, and around 2 a.m. it stopped. And I guess it was more like 1:30, and at 2 a.m. I finally decided, well, it stopped, and I went to sleep. So if I end up hearing noise out there tonight, then I'll call the cops. Yeah, the Walmart delivery people don't like it when you open the door without pants. Well, I did, and that's kind of another reason, Daniel, that I thought, you know, originally my thoughts were maybe it's animals because I did have stray cats living out there at one point, but the noises were too loud to be animals, I think. But I mean, they didn't try to get in the door last night. It was just noises on the porch. If they had actually tried to get in, push on the door, get in the door, then I would have called the cops. I feed the cats on the front porch. But yeah, I've been told that I need to get a gun. For Decatur, it's probably not a bad idea. I just don't want to shoot my other foot off. And Q's still rising up. Well, oil is expected to be wild because of the geopolitical happenings over the weekend. Hey, JC. Nice pop on NQ up to 25,600. I could have got so much more out of that trade. I kind of agree with you anyway, Daniel. I mean, I think I expected it to be much more volatile than it is right now, so I'm not sure anything's going to really happen. Excellent, JJR. What's your trading question? Yeah, I'm sure the Postal Service will love that, Ace. You obviously haven't met Decatur PD, but no, you're probably right, Ron. And I'm not comfortable with guns. I've never shot one, so that's a 40.5 minute candle there at NQ. Not sure what caused that. Well, for those of you asking about oil, Chevron stock has soared 6%. Good morning, Jigs. How are you? Uh, you mean consistency rule, JJR? Heating oil. Usually that has a big spread, and it as soon as you mark it in, you take about $100 loss. Now I haven't checked on it lately, but that's how I lost a whole bunch of money once. Awesome. Good day then, Jigs. Nice work, Jigs. Ho. JJR. HO. So you want to go lose some money on those hoes. About 21 minutes from the bell. Morning, USC. How are you? Hey, Robin. How you doing? I'm tired, but okay. Two for two in the morning for small wins on micros so far. If I have a successful day today, maybe I need to stay up to 2 a.m. ready to defend my house every day. Well, I mean, they're because they were micros. I'm only up $79.58. Okay, I sorry for the people that might be hearing this for the third time. So back on Wednesday afternoon, I was just kind of sitting here chilling, dozing off a little bit, and heard a knock on my back door. Now no one ever uses the back door. The back door is actually unusable. I have a mini fridge in front of it and all that. So I'm thinking, whoever this is just wrong house or whatever. And then they tried to force their way in, and I yelled. I was like, "Hey!" And they went away. I just again assumed they had the wrong place. They thought, they were someplace that they weren't. And nothing else since then until last night. Last night I kind of dozed off early here in my chair. I woke up, thought, hey, I'm just gonna get, do a couple things and go to bed. And then as I'm laying back, I start hearing noise on the back porch. And I just sit there listening, trying to figure out. Well, first I thought maybe it's animals because I've had stray cats back there, but the noises were too loud. Now, of course, the smart person would have called the cops, but I didn't feel like putting my leg back on and then putting pants on. So I just kind of listened and waited to see whether or not they tried anything. They never tried to get in the door. I just kept hearing loud noises on the back porch. And then finally about 1:30 a.m., the noises stopped. And I just kind of, sat late, whatever, there, waiting to see whether or not there'll be any more noises. And finally, about 2 a.m., I assumed that either they left or they fell asleep out there. And I went to sleep. So if the noises return tonight, I will call the cops. I could have done that with the computer probably. Brought up I'm sure there's sounds on the computer that sound like a gunshot or dogs barking. And I'm going to get some cameras to put up around the house. Yeah, that was what was confusing me too. And if nothing had happened, last week, I probably would have, at first tried to dismiss that noise as animals, but it was too loud for the animals. But again, they never tried to actually enter the house. They never like pressed on the door or anything. So I don't know. I'll be shocked if there was a black bear in Decatur. Raccoons possible. No, trash can's not back there. I mean, my thought is, because the back porch is kind of an enclosed porch, but it doesn't have windows in the porch, right? It needs fixed up, and it doesn't. I don't think it actually has. I've actually never seen the back porch. I've never been back there, but maybe it's a homeless person that's just looking for a slightly warmer place to sleep. Uh, Koalas are noisy. I don't think it's a koala. About 10 minutes from the bell. Uh, yeah. Daniel, send me the video on Discord and I'll post it up here. That's disturbing, Ace. There you go, guys. Now everyone in Discord that's not here is wondering why you just posted that. I've made sounds like that when I used to have asthma. Yeah, NQ's moved up nicely. That bounce about an hour ago started it. We moved up from 522, 625. So we moved up 100 points. We are at high a day. Little pullback there on NQ on the one. I mean, it pulled back on every time frame, but looking at it on the one, that looks like a pullback. So what do we think at the bell, down or up? I honestly thought that because of the events over the weekend, that the indices would go down. Just because normally they go down on geopolitical events like that. But so far that has not been the case at all. Well, I remember the huge. I was actually, when I was doing evening streams every night back in the day, I was live on stream when Russia invaded Ukraine, and the market dropped hard and fast. It was quite interesting to be live at the time. So, show you the 5 minutes. Hold on. There it is. Gold pulls back. The wild thing about the Russia-Ukraine thing was for like a week or two, grains, corn, wheat, both, as soon as it opened, it shot up enough, I think it was up enough within the first couple seconds of its evening open to cause a halt for the rest of the day. Oh, yeah, I know. A little bit of a pullback there in NQ as we head toward the bell. Dow, purple candle right before the bell.
Two minutes till the bell.
But a lot more oil than New Mexico. Or else Teo would be out there drilling for oil. Hey, Hassan? Oh, no. I know, Daniel. It wasn't like trying to contradict you or anything. All right, Hassan. We're up to 647 now on NQ right before the bell. I still haven't gotten a new bell thing in place, so if you're going to hear me dinging. 1 ringy dingy. 2 ringy dingy. Politics. Ding 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 ding. Ring a ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. AQ pops up to 671. Dow pops. Gold kind of trickling. Dow flying up 121 points. AQ kind of it. Dow's now up 182, 192, 194, 203, 216. Wow. Kindness? That's boring. No kidding. Purple candle on the 5 on NQ falling hard. Down 44 points. CL's rising up. New high of day. Up to 58.20. Hey, MR, how you doing? That sounds like a way different issue there, Ace. Short NQ off the 5-minute. I hate big candles. They always want to bounce first before going further down. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Boom! 89 to 55. A 34-point trade of 3 micros. We're up 280 on the day using just micros. And look at the bounce. Boy,
That's
I got
a winner.
So I guess I gotta ask whoever was out there on my porch last night to come back tonight and bother me. YM shot up over 300 points right now. I mean, if I could be sure it was a homeless person that wasn't like totally nuts, I would be happy to give them something to eat. Gold, blue candle there, came down, now trying to pop up. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure I really like the entry there anyway, so we'll stay out of gold for now. Crude oil. pulling back after a big blue candle for the open, but now pulling back. And Q driving back down. Just different than driving Miss Daisy. Glad I didn't try to take that blue candle there. You see gold's coming back down. And Q pushing further down. Yeah, I need to get a new like button thingy in there too. I still have the Christmas one in. Or maybe not. Let's see if this is the right one.
Remember, everyone,
No, that's still the Christmas.
gore the like button to stay on Santa's nice list.
I still have my tree up. Oops. That was also Christmas. And Q bounces off its 100 EMA on the 5. I think because we try to make it fun, I'm not just trying to pander to, we do the whole fun stuff. I mean, maybe Daniel. The worst thing about having the artificial leg is the fact that the ankle doesn't do anything. It's always in one fixed position, so it's never like a real walk. Nope, mine not, at least not mine. Now, granted, got to remember mine might be on the cheaper side of things, but no, hey Teo. Teo, I need a new head of security at my house. You're interested? Oh yeah, check. We got new. Wait. News comes up in 15 minutes. Who wants to hear the story for the fourth time? So no, it's not your fault. And like I said, this would be number 4, and I'll run it through quick as we're watching. So gold did end up going up, and so did NQ. So anyway, real quick on Wednesday. So it starts Wednesday afternoon around 2 o'clock. I hear kind of dozing off, and I hear a knock on my back door. Now my back door doesn't get used. It's actually barricaded. There's a mini fridge in front of it. I'm thinking, well, whoever this is whatever. They're gonna go away. Well, then they try to kind of force their way in, and I just, I'm like, hey, and they go away. So I assume this person just has the wrong address. They were at the wrong place, whatever. Fast forward to last night, as I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I start hearing noise on the back porch. And at first I thought, could it be animals? But no, the noise was too loud. No one ever tried to force their way in, but for about a good 2 hours, there was on and off noise back there. Now, smart person would have called the cops, but A, I didn't want to put my leg back on, and B, I didn't want to put pants on, so I didn't call the cops. Finally, about 1:30, the noise stopped. I don't know if the person fell asleep or if they just left. At 2 o'clock, I finally went to sleep. So if they come back tonight, then I will end up calling the cops. I don't know if someone, I mean, like I said, they didn't try to force their way in last night. Heck, it might not even be the same person. Although it'd be weird all of a sudden to have 2 people playing around back there. I'll probably put pants on. They would probably prefer if I answered the door with pants. AQ tried to pop up with a blue candle on the 5, but failed. It's coming back down. Gold heading up. So I need to put cameras up. I didn't never thought I'll need to put cameras up back there. I didn't never thought that'd be an issue. Yeah. And right then pops back up. Mighty Ox trafficking. What do you know? It could still be Mott. And Q's trying to move back up. Absolutely, Teo. And FedEx deserves to not be on the list. NQ trying to push up here. Got news coming up in a few minutes. Yeah, it would be a much unhealthier species because of it. A meat-based diet is a proper human diet. NQ just sitting on the 9 EMA on the 5. Another purple candle trying to form, but I'm not going to take it with news coming up anyway. Although when I back test, I never worry about any news besides the big four. Speaking of big four, we do have non-farm payrolls coming up this Friday. Matter of fact, we have pretty important news reports every day this week. May actually be starting to get back on a regular schedule. We'll have to see whether or not they have CPI next week or not.
Extra read all about it. News in a few minutes.
Disagree, MR. Totally 100% disagree. But this is probably one of those discussions we should table in the same vein as politics and religion. Does anyone actually trade palladium? Yeah, the rules are no talk about politics, religion, or whether pineapple belongs on pizza. We're kind of glued to this 9 EMA on the 5. Little pop on news. ISM comes in at 47.9. They expected 48.4. Gold popping up on that. Big pop. I love it when you call it big pop. And down comes NQ. It tried to poke up. Oh wow. Yeah, see, I don't follow the lows and highs of that stuff. That's interesting. So if we look at the 5-minute, if I bring up the 5-minute, you can see here we've kind of gone nowhere in the last half hour. That moved down from the open and then up, then just wiki. But gold's been moving. 1-minute chart, would have gave me like kind of, but yuck. I haven't been watching YM because I cover it with NinjaTrader charts. Oops. YM didn't really give me didn't give me an entry either. There's gold flying. It's up 13 points on this 5-minute candle. Wow, now up 17 points on this 5-minute candle. What's Bitcoin doing? Oh, Bitcoin's up nicely today too. Up to 93.6. I was talking to RJ yesterday by email. He started a YouTube channel for hockey. But he didn't give me, he asked if he could promote it. I said yes, but he never gave me the link. I was going to post it up here. I thought he was going to post it in the Discord. So if I ever get the link, I'll post it up, or he can post it up. He's a mod, so it won't stop him. Ice hockey, Daniel. Ice hockey is Canada. I sound like I have a bit of a cold. I'm having a little bit of sinus stuff, but I didn't think it was that bad. What was what sound? No, picked up my phone and put it back down. Sploosh whoosh. Like this? That sound? That's just my phone sliding on baseball cards on my desk. I need to clean off my desk again. The phone sliding on baseball cards? I mean, you're just going to see the messy desk and my phone, and there's a couple of, I don't know, wrappers from something. I don't even know what they are. Eddie is sleeping on his cat tree. The noises were bothering him last night, too. I just forget how easy this mic picks up sounds. Uh, I have the high at 672 back at the open, JJR. So we're about 25 points off that. Oh, okay. I got you. Gold trying to pull back just a tad. Everything pulling back all of a sudden.
Order filled.
Took a short on YM. I don't have a YM chart up for you to see. And I'm in at 197. It's trying to be bouncy, bouncy. There we go. Nice move. Was for a minute. Dang it. Now YM's trying to pop back up. $90 on this 5-minute candle. And Q pulling back. Gold down 7 on this 5-minute. YM decided it wasn't ready to come back down yet. I should have took it. I was up about $100 and then it came back up, so I should have gotten out. But red, green, somewhere in between. How are we doing today, guys? There's why I'm coming back down. Hold on, guys. This. Figures as soon as I show the trade, it goes against me. Dang it. Ouch. Bounce back though. Gave me a chance to get out, break even, or even with a couple of ticks, but then it bounces again. It's playing with me. This is torture. And Q pushing upwards. Nah. Looks like it's gonna stop me out. Yep, stopped out. So that took away most of my profit. This is why I shouldn't trade YM. YM is a suboptimal asset. Yeah, it was on the Dow. And Q popping down.
Order filled.
I called YM a suboptimal asset because it stopped me out. I was kind of joking. And Q's about to stop me out too, so. See, I shouldn't have taken that purple candle in the one. I should have stuck to my 5-minute plan.
Stop filled.
And stopped out. The more you know about them, what? I'm not the highest on Fadias. I mean, I don't know. There's good and bad there. Purple candle on the NQ5. Yeah, I mean, I think they're a good company. Have some quirks, but I think overall they're good. I don't know. Every now and then I hear something about some things with support that I don't like, but it's nothing major. That's all. Oh no, I haven't heard anyone getting denied with them. They made a lot of good changes last year because before that there was denials. They made a lot of changes, so yeah, they definitely. Obviously, one of their big things is that they don't have Tradovate. And Q pops right back up. They are in my top 10. No, they do not have a static JJR. I mean, no denials or very few denials on uh, payouts. Good prices. Uh, Number of accounts. Usually looking for end of day drawdown. Good, been in business a while. Why no top step? What? Oh, recommend? A top step needs to get their crap together before I can recommend them. I mean, I don't get any compensation for recommending them, so they got to go out of their way for me to recommend them anyway, because they killed their affiliate program. So, but until I see that Project X becomes stable again, I definitely can't recommend. That said, I do still have 5 funded accounts with them. And I plan on taking them for as much money as I can. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I mean, before they were my #1 firm for a little bit. Nice work, JJR. And now they've had a data breach, so that's even worse. There's a couple of copiers that now include Project X. I don't know how reliable they are. I've never used them. My copy setup's all Replicano, so I mean it's not real, real intense. And Q looks like it might want 25,700 here. Gold did pull back. I should have taken that second purple candle there, the one that had no wick. Replicanto? Yeah, it's specific for NT. No, Replicano. I don't copy trade to topstep with the rest of my accounts. They got to be separate. Yeah, I use NT for everything besides topstep. I mean, I use TradingView for all my charting and to make the decisions to enter a trade, but my entries and exits are done on NinjaTrader. Uh, Replicanto does not. You would need one of the other copiers to trade the Project X. Yeah, Thor's one, and I forget the one. The one Futures Desk offers is another. Find it interesting that the Futures Desk still has not mentioned what they're doing about Project X. I thought that there's. I could be wrong, because I don't really review trade copiers. I'm happy with what I have. I probably should, as part, for the channel and all that, but I could be wrong, Mr. Yeah, that's right, Daniel. Because NT, once they bought Tradovate, cut off Rhythmic. But for people that were grandfathered in, they still have Rhythmic. But they didn't add any. They're not adding any new firms. They want people to get their Tradovate
Order filled.
instead. Yeah, for companies that was for props that were around before NinjaTrader bought Tradovate, you could still use NinjaTrader on Rhythmic, like Bull and Ox, Apex, etc. Well, this ain't working out. Getting beaten back down. Bobbing on my entry at 654. I heard Sierra Charts has a huge learning curve. Have you tried RTrader Pro, Daniel? That bounces back up on me. I know my trades torture me today. They just can't go wherever they're supposed to go. Either stop me out or no, now it's going to stop me out. Never mind. I should have kept my mouth shut. A nice reversal on the one. Really thought it was going to drop further. Well, getting beaten back down a little bit. Last time I mixed up a dom with a jigsaw, I was investigated for homicide. MR obviously knows about such things. Come on, baby. That's the drop I want. I'm out. It bounced out. It ended up being a 2.5 point trade. Watching YM again. 2 minutes on this 5-minute candle.
Order filled.
Trying a short on YM because I am, you know, obviously glutton for punishment. All right, Daniel, have yourself a great night. We'll see you later. Yep, should not have taken this YM trade, obviously.
Stop fill.
Stopped out on YM. Have a great day, USC. Just about time for us to be heading out as well. That last YM trade made me red on the day. All right, folks, we've reached the end of our time together today. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, for some more great trading action. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and see you then.